What's up, guys? It is JTB here, and welcome to what is going to be a historic episode in this series, maybe, and my channel, potentially. So last episode, we got promoted up to the Premier League. Do I think our team is Premier League ready? No. Do I have to make literally the perfect business decisions this entire episode? Yes. Am I good at making those decisions? No. I make a lot of decisions that I usually regret 2-3 seasons later. We don't have that option anymore. I'm looking back, should I have signed St. Louis and Sosa? Probably not. I should have signed some younger players to let their potential improve, to let them kind of take over as first team players. Should I have signed a center back a couple of seasons ago? Yes. Should I have signed another defensive midfielder? Probably. Akinola's just not been that great. So we are kind of screwed. But hey, it's the Premier League, anything can happen. And we're starting off by selling Stanley Gibbons, who will be joining RFC Serang for $790k. And we're also selling Paul Digby, longtime defensive midfielder at the club. Unfortunately, though, he's just not good enough. He's way too slow, which is the biggest issue with this team. He's just way too slow. So he will be joining Argentinian side Racing Club for just over $2.5 million. Ethan Hull will be going on a one-year loan move to Turkish side Göztepe. And joining the team from RB Leipzig is Eric Martel, 22-year-old German defensive midfielder, 75 overall, got him for $17.4 million. I believe his potential is 82 or 83. He is he's not a just like full-on defensive midfielder. Like, you have those defensive midfielders that just are there to sweep up the ball, then you have those guys that are kind of there to take the ball forward and advance it. He is one of those players, technically gifted as well, decent passer, so hopefully he can end up being a star in our 4-2-3-1. And Gerard Braithwaite will also be joining the team from Everton, 22 years old, 74 overall, 10.9 million. He does have 80 potential, so want to get him up there, plus he's already a Premier League center back, so hopefully he can end up being a good player. And also joining the team, he's currently at Houston Dynamo in real life, ended up in Saint Etienne over in France, but is Albert Elise from Honduras, striker, 14.3 million. He's a 77 overall. He's pretty pacey, he's got a decent finishing. So pretty much the three weaknesses we had heading into the season, we now have solved. So good first transfer window. And also is not over, because we are selling Lloyd Jones, who will be joining Boa Vista FC over in Portugal for 1.5 million. And we have a huge game to start this journey off. We're hosting Liverpool at the newly renovated Abbey Stadium. So this is how the team will be lining up. So we're going to have Fletcher in goal, Braithwaite and Okadina center backs, Spencer, Martinez outside backs, Martel and Reed defensive mids, Cordoba and Anderson on the wings, Archer the attacking mid, and Ellis up top. This is pretty much the lineup I think we're going to run all season long in order to make sure that we actually can stay up. Here are highlights.
Good pressure high up the pitch. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Well, news coming through that the referee has pointed to the spot in one of the other matches. And in with a real chance. Oh, it's in! Referee says play on, advantage Liverpool. Jota. Oh, moving it nicely. Here's Salah. Fabinho now. And it might be. In it goes!
So 1-1 draw to start your Premier League campaign against Liverpool. Amazing. Goal from Ellis, and Diaz did score, but he's very good. So we'll take it 1-1. Cannot complain. And we do have some news that, like I was talking about, making bad decisions. I have sold St. Louis to Beershot for $3.1 million. Just, it was time. Owen Short will be going on a one-year loan move to Ingolstadt. And Alan Sosa has been sold to River Plate. So Sosa, St. Louis, the two players that I wanted to bring in, make them club legends. They got us promotion to the Premier League and the Championship, so I'm not going to sit here and say they were bad signings. But at this point, they just had to go. I didn't want to sell them, but I think it was just the right decision to do. Liam Todd has also been sold. He'll be joining RFC Serang. So yeah, transfer window was quite busy for us. Spent 42.6 million, obviously. Sold 11.3 million. We brought in some studs, but we did get rid of a lot of players. So we don't really have much depth at this club right now. But depth doesn't get you promotion, or it doesn't keep you from getting relegated. Youth Scout 5-star, 5-star is going to England for 9 months. 5-star, 4-star going to Northern Ireland. And 4-star, 3-star going to the Republic of Ireland. Jamie Underwood is joining the team from the Youth Academy, 67 overall, just to add some depth. He's not that great. He'll never end up being that great, but we need a player to come off the bench. Tim Akinola has been sold to Standard Liège over in Belgium for 5.3 million. Doesn't cut it anymore, so he's again another one of those players that good signing at the time, but now is really kind of screwing us up. Bruce Taylor will be going on a short loan move to Nashville SC. And at the halfway point in the season, we are safe from relegation, but only by 3 points on 19 points. However, 13th place is 4 points ahead, so we're not the only ones. It's anybody could get relegated, and we just need to make sure it's not us. Gavin Tremblay is joining the team to add some depth to that striker position. Ryan Parker is doing the same at that left mid position. McKee at attacking mid. Maritson at striker. And here's something I did not think was going to actually happen. We have made it to the Carabao Cup Semi-Finals where we'll be facing off against Arsenal. I don't know how this is going to go, if I'm going to be honest. Lineup's the same as it was for the last game. Here are the highlights.
And it's played into the centre. Oh, well, I'm afraid it goes down as a wasted opportunity.
Well, no excuses. He should have scored there, and the goalkeeper got really lucky. He can't believe it.
Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stewart in particular. And a goal! Top to chase. Now he must favour the cross. Lokonga. Cedric. And he did what he... Will it be? And a goal! Defended well. Daka. Breaking at pace. Excellent vision. And danger still. And he scored the... Arsenal's free kick here. Oh, surely. A goal! And a shot! Matteo Pessina. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Well, they might be onto something. A matter of keeping his composure. And very adept at holding the ball. Can he put it away? And there it is!
So a 5-1 loss effectively means we're not going to be able to do well in the second leg of this competition. It was a nice run to have, but it looks like it's over. And we would draw the second leg 1-1. So it was a nice little interesting thing to add a little bit of spice, I guess you could say, to our first season. But yeah, we're out. Winter transfer window, didn't spend a single dollar. And we did suffer some bad news at the midway through March. Jackson Fletcher, our starting goalkeeper, tore his hip flexor. He's going to be out for 3 months, which unfortunately means we're kind of screwed. Especially since, a month later, Arnu Martinez suffered a MCL tear, and he's going to be out for 3 months. So we lost our starting goalkeeper and right back within the span of a month, and we don't have backups for either of those positions, so it's going to be an interesting end of the season. James Clary will be joining, who unfortunately might end up playing a game. Frankie Moore will be going on a 2-year loan move to UD Almira. Should be a good move for him. Here we are, at at the Abbey Stadium. There's only a couple of games left. Every point here will matter. So obviously Newcastle United got promoted last season as well. Hopefully we can earn a point or 3. So yeah, this is how the team is lining up. So switch to a 4-3-3 just to get Martel a little bit more offensive momentum. Just wasn't really doing much in that defensive mid position. Mitov makes his start in goal. I never would have thought he would be starting a Premier League game. And Waller will make a start that right back spot, pretty much solidifying himself as our utility defender off the bench. So yeah, here's the lineup. Hopefully there's some highlights. Here we go.
Reed. And the emphasis is on creativity. Could be. Can they stop it going in? And a goal! Boudaoui. Oh, good play this. Options in the centre. Trigueros. This could level it. And it is. Can they forge ahead? And that goes down as a very disappointing attempt.
Well, the keeper can't believe his luck. That's a really poor effort. Well, the stats tell us everything. They just aren't doing enough going forward. They've been too predictable and far too slow in their build-up play. They need to...
Oh, surely! Well, it might still work out for them. In it goes! 20 minutes remaining.
This is a message for Owen Kennedy. Owen, happy
And that's an important intervention. Good-looking sequence. It's there for him. And a goal!
So a 3-1 victory will solidify us a very much needed 3 points thanks to that goal from Archer, Ellis, and Martel. We're into yet another game. We are now traveling to Villa Park to face off against Aston Villa. Lineup is the same as it was for the last game. Here are the highlights.
Dembele. Larsson. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. The save was a good one. Wonderful chance. Oh. Dembele. Dembele. And there it is, the goal. Archer. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and they're not really enjoying this away day, are they? Stuart, your take.
Well,
hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Ellis. Oh, in with a chance. And absolutely brilliant. Larsson. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Could be threatening. And there is the goal! In. Options in the centre. Ricardo Pereira read it well. Now can they counter clinically? And he's through here. Will he? And a goal! Just... Well, let's join Alex because I think there's been a goal at Selhurst Park.
Yeah, it's a goal for Arsenal. They've extended their lead to 3 with 76 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. It's a weighted pass. It's gone in!
An absolute classic of a game, by the way. 4-3 victory for us, thanks to Martel, Archer, Ellis, and Cordoba. One, it's nice to see that we can beat such a good side as Aston Villa. But two, the fact that all these people are getting involved in all these goals being scored. Ciaran Boyd is joining the team from the Youth Academy to hopefully one day be a starter at the club, but you never know. Same goes for George Rainey, Trevor Powell, Trevor Rogerson, Daniel Mooney, Jordan McNamara, Hugo Sadler, and Taylor Little actually has a chance to be pretty decent, in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see. And now we are hosting Watford, and we have secured a place in the Premier League next year, so let's give the young guys a chance. So Fletcher has returned from injury, Powell, Rogerson make their debuts at their outside back positions, Little starts at that center mid position, Boyd, Rainey, Moore, brand new front three. Why not? It's the last game of the season, let's have some fun with some random players. Here are the highlights.
Nicely timed tackle. Robert Scoff. Promising possession this. And a goal! Right. Moore with it. Well, this is a moment the 17-year-old has doubtless been dreaming about for a long time. His full senior debut. The manager clearly has confidence in him, Stuart.
Well, all I'm going to say,
Stuart, look at this. And a goal! He did what he had to do defensively. Well-timed tackle. Could be dangerous. And a goal it is!
Well, no surprise there. The hosts have enjoyed most of the possession, but they aren't doing enough with it. They need to pass it quicker, play forward earlier, and show more energy. Otherwise, they won't get back into this one.
This could be the equaliser. Forward. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Plenty of running room in the wide position. It's gone in! And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him. Possessor. Now potential danger. Is it going to be?
So the game ended up being a 3-3 draw, but it was honestly really fun to get to use those players that you never really thought would ever stand a chance at the club. Just let them go out there and have a little bit of fun. Mitov will be departing the club at the end of the season. He will be joining Middlesbrough on a free contract. Thank you so much for your service, Mitov. I mean, you started a couple of Premier League games for us this year. Came in clutch when we needed you, but deserves to go actually get some playing time. Bruce Taylor has been sold to Nashville SC. They bought him out on loan. So yeah, in the Premier League, we ended up finishing in 10th. Pretty unexpected considering we were 17th heading into the midway point, but all the way up to 10th. Good sign. I mean, we were only 7 points off of Europe, so who knows, next year we might be in Europe. So in the Premier League, Anderson and Cordoba were number 1 and 2 for most assists. FA Cup, we did get knocked out in the 6th round by Blackburn Rovers, which is really annoying because you look at that pool. If we had won that game, I think we could have won the FA Cup. But I mean, you never know, but there's a really good chance we could have. Semi-finals, we got knocked out in the Carabao Cup by Arsenal. So yeah, Okadina, Braithwaite, Reed, Spencer, Archer, Cordoba, Anderson, Martel, Ellis, Martinez. Again, that starting 11 is just always going to be playing for us. Ellis led the team in goals scored with 21, Archer with 15, and Cordoba and Anderson with 14. So that front four is still firing on all cylinders. Cordoba led the team in assists with 14, Anderson had 12, Archer had 9. So yeah, Mitov, Smith, Hartley, Willis will be departing the club as their contracts have expired. We now have more wins than we do losses as a manager. Still have yet to win any sort of trophy though, however. Hopefully that can change next year. So yeah, looking at this team, I'm thinking, I don't really know exactly what I want to change, what I want to switch up, but I know that our front three is solid, our midfield is pretty good. Maybe could use a massive improvement, but I don't think we're going to have the budget to splash out, get a brand new like 85 overall center mid. So I think next year is going to be an interesting year for us. So yeah, I mean, hopefully next year we can get, hopefully we can qualify for Europe. I don't know if that's going to happen, it might, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and it is JTB signing off.